Hi, I'm Tony Swartz. I'm the finance officer here at the Village of North Baltimore. I've been a practicing CPA working in government for 30 plus years. I was born and raised in North Baltimore, and my wife and I come back to North Baltimore to retire. I came out of retirement to fill in as fiscal officer when the person in this position prior to me walked off the job. That was in 2018, and I'm still in that position and consider it my way of giving back to the community. I'm excited about where we're at in North Baltimore, and I see great things coming. The current income tax rate for the village is 1%, which started January 1st, 1982. Those revenues go into the general fund, which covers expenses for the police, fire, EMS, and the general administrative costs of the village. That 1% rate has never increased since it started some 40 years ago, although the expenses of the village in the areas described previously have increased every year. The village is asking you to approve a 0.5% increase in the income tax rate that would start January 1st, 2023. Residents of the village only pay village income tax on earned income, gambling winnings, rental income. Residents do not pay village income tax on investment earnings, Social Security benefits, unemployment benefits, disability benefits, or retirement pensions. An interesting fact, over 70% of the village income tax collected each year is paid by individuals who live outside of town but work in the village of North Baltimore. The ballot language for the 0.5% increase indicates that the additional income generated will be used for the operations and services of the police department, EMS department, park and cemetery departments, street repairs and improvements, and capital outlay. When proceeds from this income tax are received by the village, they're deposited into individual special revenue funds for each of those areas. As such, that money can only be legally spent in those particular areas that it's set aside for. It won't be lost in the general fund and used any way future councils choose. It will be restricted. I believe we're at a turning point in North Baltimore. There are a lot of good things happening, and we're just beginning to see some of the potential growth that could happen. The new income tax will be the springboard to accomplish many things the community has asked for. With this additional income tax, we can begin to make street repairs that are long overdue. We can continue to provide outstanding full-time emergency medical services to our residents. This department has completed over 850 runs during 2021, with an average response time under 10 minutes for all runs everywhere and much shorter for runs locally. We can also continue to provide an effective full-time department with the goal of having 2 officers on duty every shift. We want residents to feel and be safe here in North Baltimore while we try to keep up with the ever-changing demands on the police force. With these funds, we can also begin to make improvements in the park and cemeteries, including making cemetery records available online for families, loved ones, and those working on genealogy. Someone making $50,000 per year would see a deduction from their paycheck of about $9.62 every 2 weeks. I'd be happy to meet with any of you and provide answers to any questions you may have concerning the income tax. I urge you to please vote yes for NB Progress on May 3rd. Thank you.